another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They'll need to come from behind if they want to play in 2 weeks as they trail early in this NFC Championship game. And he'll get this one up to the 26. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Wilson being chased out left. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. First down, Seattle, 16 yards the gain there. They'll run on first down. It's Carson, and very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Wilson, buying time to his left. And his throw is incomplete.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
Dumps this one off to Chris Carson. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
That's it, baby. We go play. At their own 19-yard line. Let's go. Pittsburgh. Come on, dude.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
On 2nd down now. It's Hunt, space to maneuver at the 40. And down to the 27-yard line. One of the reasons that this team is on this win streak, big runs like that.
When you see runs like that broken off, you know this is a team that's confident running the football. A big reason why this streak has occurred, they've come together, had a plan, and stuck to it. And when you get big-time runs like that, it makes it easier to stay with it, doesn't it?
And he's got room. There he goes left side. Score. Touchdown, Vikings. Kareem Hunt, 27 yards. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make the score 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. He was trying to get it to Zay Jones that time, but it's going to be 2nd down. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Wilson going to throw again. Flush to his right. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Sua Cravens with a pick, and his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. It's complete to Diggs. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That goes for a gain of 31. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. Tackle coming from the safety, Trey Flowers. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and are controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. I also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Looking to throw. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
They'll look to throw here. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down. And that's what you've got your tough little slot receiver for, isn't it? Right there, those 4th down conversions in the middle of the field.
He knows that's where he has to make his living, and that's where he has to make plays to help his team. And no one is asking him to do anything more or less than do exactly what we saw there.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. 2nd and 2. Dancing to his left. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. They'll try to run for the 1st down with Hunt. And he will take this one into the end zone. Touchdown. Kareem Hunt with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Extra point, hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And it's now 21-0. This is taken about 7 yards deep. Good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either. 2nd quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here as they've got it with a 1st and 10. On 1st down, Wilson forced out to his left. It's caught, Smith. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A well-executed 22-yard gain. From the gun, it's Wilson. Flushed out right. He's got Smith here. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. An inaugural trip to the red zone here for the Seahawks. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. To throw is Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line.
So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half, and you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest, we're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here, but he has been their starting quarterback for this game, so they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear, maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit?
Shaquille Griffin in on the stop defensively.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
2nd and 6. Airing it out deep for Smith. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
He'll look to throw. And an alley to run. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Really nice pick there for the reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week, and a good story on that. He said he didn't even know he won the award. His buddy had to call him. He saw it on television and said, hey, congratulations. How about that?
And I bet you his buddy said, well, since you didn't know, I'll just go ahead and claim the award, right? And everything that goes along with it. But the reason he won the award the previous week and what we just saw there, instincts, understanding where the play is going and being able to make a play on the football.
Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down. Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete. Coverage there by the safety, Harrison Smith.
I would say it'd probably be a good idea for him to reintroduce himself to his receivers at the half because they're definitely on different wavelengths. But I also don't advocate waiting that long. Next series, before you get out there. Hey, let's get together, guys. Let's get this thing moving.
And oh, look at that, a diving catch. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line. A good pickup there, 7 yards, and it's going to be 2nd and goal now.
2nd and goal at the 2-yard line.
Right there, 54, right there, 54.
2nd down and goal. Wilson escaping the pressure. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Traquan Smith there to make the grab as they are now on the board here in the first half. Myers connects on the PAT, and they'll cut the lead to 21-7. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And no return on this one. It's a fair catch, a signal for, and take it. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 12 yards there. 1st down, Vikings. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They'll run it here with Hunt. And some space here. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Give him 32 yards as we inch our way to the 2-minute warning. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. A reminder, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report. In a bit, the coach is with us per usual as we start to look ahead, Charles, to our potential matchups in this year's Super Bowl.
Break it down, Coach. Break it down.
Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6. Back to throw. The open man is Smith. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on first and goal. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on second and goal here. Second and 10. And Thielen's got it. Touchdown, Vikings. 10 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. The extra point up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes.
And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 18.
I think that interception happened for two reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball for him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. And obviously not fooling anybody here as they stop him behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. They'll set up to throw. And he's able to find Diggs. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number one. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10. He'll look to throw. And Diggs has it. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. They go play action here on first down. He'll find Diggs once more on the completion. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first. And Thielen's got it. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen in the final seconds of the first half. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Extra point safely through. And a rout is on here in this first half. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup.
And my goodness, another interception. Sua Cravens with a pick. So we've reached halftime. Who will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl? 2 more quarters to go. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. This will be taken short. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time out, another touchdown. And I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the fourth quarter comes.
Because this was just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport. The roads will be fairly clear by the time we have to leave the booth.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's first and 10 at the 42-yard line. They'll look to throw. Looking deep downfield. And this is caught inside the 5. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. 39 yards there, a big one. 3 red zone trips, 3 touchdowns so far. They'll look for a 4th on 2nd and goal. They'll run. This is Hunt. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Kareem Hunt saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game as his guys continue to pour it on. No problem there on the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Wilson now just 8 of 16 thus far, 50%, but it's 1st and 10. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. That's good for 28 yards. Now Wilson on 1st down. Steps away to his left. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Zay Jones was the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Now Wilson throwing again. Flush to his right. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete. Traquan Smith, the intended receiver, but now it's 3rd down. On 3rd down, Wilson. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. And you just kind of get the sense that this team's been snake-bitten a little bit here. They just have not had anything go their way.
It's like they collectively walked under a ladder on their way into the stadium. What else could go wrong?
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. They hold him to only 2 there on the screen. It's 2nd down. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. On play action, they'll throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations, because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Left side caught by Diggs. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one goes for 24 yards.
1st down, Minnesota.
Set, ready. Set, 18 Gator, 18 Gator. Hey, watch the ball, watch the ball.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. It's complete to Diggs. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. A good pickup there at 22. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. There in coverage to knock it away, Marquise Blair. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. That is caught at the 7. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Step, and the Vikings are in for the touchdown. Well, Charles, fans around here, they were already talking Super Bowl. They've made plans. You just can't look past anybody in this league, especially this deep into the playoffs.
You would think that every year that message would sink in, and it feels like every year we see something like this, especially the way they're handling them. All right, you didn't expect this part to happen, but when you're playing this deep in the playoffs, every team's dangerous.
Extra point right down the middle, and that will extend this big lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. And
they've got his man complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Wilson being chased out left. This is caught inside the 15. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Out to his left. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Trying to get away, but could not. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Rolling to his right. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. From 21 yards away. And the Seahawks are able to at least knock this deficit down a bit. Extra point up and through by Myers. So they do get one score back, but still a long way to go here in the 3rd quarter. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it, and he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
Well, it's a cold night, and whether you're a quarterback that wears a glove on his throwing hand or not, that ball is a rock, Brandon. You've got to really drive it through the cold and the wind, or it can take off on you, and that may have been what happened there.
Flushed out right. Going deep here for Bryant, and that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Throwing again. Wilson buying time to his left. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Dancing to his left. That's complete into the hands of Carson. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 1 quarter remains until the NFC crowns its champion. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Forced out to his left. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. There to knock that one away defensively, Eric Kendricks. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. Here's Wilson, eluding the pressure right. Complete to Bryant. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. They get only a yard there. Now it's 3rd and goal. Throwing is Wilson, escaping the pressure right. He's got it. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks are able to strike for 6. So he's hit pay dirt twice, but still they're facing that deficit here in the second half.
So they're going to see if they can continue to find ways to get him the football, because obviously something is working for him to find the end zone twice. In any event, however this turns out, he's going to be hard to deal with in the film room, isn't he? He's going to want to know why he's not getting more passes thrown to him.
Those big tight ends are getting greedy. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They'll drop the throw. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. 2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. Here we go on 2nd and 12. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Wilson to the over now, 1st and 10 from back at their own 10. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Now Wilson down around his goal line. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 24. Well, they were obviously backed up. Had a little bit of space from the goal line, snapping it from the 3, but still trying to throw it. And
yeah, exactly. This is where hindsight is 20/20 comes into play, right? Seems like a good idea to throw the ball.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Jaron Reed gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. They'll look to throw here. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
And that'll be caught by Diggs for a Minnesota touchdown. Stephon Diggs there to make the grab as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. The extra point up and good. And the lead will swell by 1 more. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Mike 50. I got it.
trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Here's Wilson to throw again. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Now it's Wilson. Steps away to his left. Looking here for Smith down. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Traquan Smith. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Seahawks are able to strike for 6. Myers connects on the PAT. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. The outcome of this one, well, we know who's going to win it. It's just all window dressing at this point. Got me thinking, what's the biggest blowout that you've been a part of as a player, broadcaster?
No, I'm not going to go to the player part because when I think blowout...
Because you won every game as a player.
No. I think about being blown out. And no one wants to go back to those memories. But, when I was calling college football, I saw a game that, a team put 70. I actually saw it happen twice. A team put 70 on their opponent. And in the NFL, in the 2017 season, I saw one of those changing of the guard games where a team that hadn't been very good before now was dominating and kicking around a team who had been ruling their division.
And that's when you earn your paycheck, right?
Yes,
as the analyst, you got to fill that time.
You've got to know what's going on out there and how it all happened.
Well, obviously, that begs the question. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. After the interception, here's Wilson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Being chased, and a big loss here as he's taken down. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Here's Wilson to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And almost intercepted. That would have been his 3rd pick in this game alone. Instead, 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. 2 incompletions haven't moved him any closer. And likely throwing again, you'd have to think on 3rd and goal here. On 3rd down, here's Hunt. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It'll be a gain of 5, but they do keep him out of the end zone, and now it's 4th down. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. And it is incomplete. Trevor Williams there on the coverage. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that saying, oh, wow, talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points up.
And he'll go down in the end zone. Down goes Wilson. It's a safety. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does him in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, start the bus, because they think this one is over.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And my goodness, another interception. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And the Vikings pick up the football. And that should just about do it. They return it to the end zone, sealing it with a defensive touchdown. So a great play there by the defense. If these guys are going to advance, and it looks like they will, this defense a big reason why.
And they love carrying the mantle for this team, don't they? You see the way that they move around out there? They want to lead this team deeper into the playoffs and hopefully onto the Super Bowl.
And that return for a touchdown certainly helps that cause. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost,